Hey, this is Matt once again. What about 10 videos? Another page request, this time from Lucas. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, you send me either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is going to be a bit of a series of videos because you want me to review 6 episodes from the show What's New Scooby Doo. Now, this is the show that was around 2002 to 2006. It was about 3 seasons. And this is when Scooby-Doo had been away for a while. Because the previous show was 1991, give or take, called A Pup Named Scooby-Doo. So they had taken a long break, and this came back. Yeah, I know a lot of people like the show. It's serviceable watching these 6 episodes. I mean, I grew up with the Scooby-Doo character. I do like the format and some of the older movies and the voice acting. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You was my introduction to it. Taped on VHS tapes. Same with Scooby-Doo and the Boo Brothers and a few others. And the Reluctant Werewolf be another. But it's definitely a formula. It's a formula that can get old if you watch one after the other after the other. I think that's sadly why these shows only lasted like 2 or 3 seasons. Because even they realized that this formula, like they really stick to the formula close to their heart. And we see that repeated so many times that you get a bit repetitive and almost redundant. So I think it's hard to keep viewers' interest lasting for too long. I do wish, like Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? You could get on DVD. I think even on Blu-ray. But the others, I wish there was a full set of like the ones that came out right after. Like there's What's New Scooby-Doo. I mean, there's the Scooby-Doo movies, which is a lot of the guest stars and was the like Batman and Robin. I think were in one and others. I think there was a set on DVD. There's a couple episodes they couldn't get to the rights issues. But like there was one called the Scooby Doo Show, and then there was a couple that was the Scooby and Scrappy Doo Show, and like maybe one episode would be in one DVD set and 2 episodes. But I mean like a full collection of these Scooby Doo stuff. Sadly, even to this day, that's never been the case, which is insane to me because it's such a popular property, and you know these companies like to milk stuff as much as they want. So I just it is what it is. What can you do? Maybe I have to find like someone online who did it and get a bootleg mafia of them. I don't know. But like I said, from 91, give or take, over 10 years, it was pretty much kind of really not in the limelight too much. Took a much needed break. Then they came back with this. Like I said, a lot of people liked it. The main theme by the band A Simple Plan. Like I said, I definitely much prefer the older Scooby-Doo shows. I think they just have that certain charm because of how old school they are and the time period. And even like the first show, there's a little bit of atmosphere with the creepy dungeons and castles they visited. And that old school animation. And was it Don Messick as the voice of Scooby? To me, easily the best. And when he passed away, Scooby just never sounded the same. Just a lot more higher pitched and just not. Frank Welker, who voices Fred, he voices Scooby. He does what he can, but it's just not the same. I spent so many years as a kid hearing that Scooby-Doo voice that when I hear, I'm like, there's still that part of my brain going, that's not Scooby-Doo. So, I know it's not fair, but it's just my honest opinion on it. On the flip side, it's nice you got Frank Welker as Fred. You got Casey Kasem, who at that one point he said he wasn't going to do it anymore because he wanted Shady to be a vegetarian. I think at one point there's like a Burger King commercial with Shady and Scooby, and the Burger King commercial, of course, they order a bunch of burgers, and Casey didn't like that. I'm sitting there going, well, dude, it's not you, it's Shady. Like, you're not the same, but I guess for him, it's like, hey, can you make this guy vegetarian? Because I believe in it, and okay. I mean, I guess in essence, not a big deal, so just do it anyway. Because he does do a good job voicing the character, but I can also see, like, we're trying to sell this to Burger King. We can't really do the vegetarian thing, but whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, the 6 episodes, I would make these separate videos. One is 3D Struction, which the 3D aspect doesn't really come into play except like one scene. So it's kind of a misleading title. This one takes place in Costa Rica. I just wanted to give that sort of little build up of my history with Scooby Doo, where I like the older stuff. I wish some of those stuff had full DVD collections. Although, to be honest, I don't even have the Scooby Doo movies. I think the 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo got released. Well, I think that got released in a set. The one with Vincent Price, why not the other ones? But I guess rights issues or something. Or they figure some of them won't sell because people hate Scrappy Doo. Which I think by this point, people don't really care, and there's some people who are just very nostalgic for that. They grow with it. Just release the shit. But anyway. But yeah, 3D Struction, the gist of this, it's in Costa Rica. Daphne's uncle has invited the gang to his museum exhibit. And they're chased around by the spirit of a dinosaur. The terrors, I mean, you know who they are. Fred is the leader of the group, cares about making traps, or cares about his mystery van, the mystery machine. Daphne is the rich girl, but here she's a little bit less damsel in distress, a little bit more fending for herself. Velma, with the glasses, she's usually the one that is able to help get the clues and solve the case. The smart one, the nerdy one. In case people ask, no, I've never seen the Velma show. Unless it's a paid request, I will never watch it. Because I've heard a lot about it. But I've never seen the Velma show. And that'd be a shit ton of money, because I don't want to watch it anytime soon. And throughout, I mean, you have the jokes of from Scooby and Shady. For example, like Shady looks at a dino skeleton and goes, man, he'd be scared if not for his Turbo Challenge physique. Or Scooby and Shady start eating this museum exhibit of the moon. And Shady's like, you mean the moon's not really made of green cheese? Like, those are the jokes and humor that, I don't know, maybe because I'm older, I'm like, eh. Maybe because if I watch older Scooby-Doo, I get fun out of it because of nostalgia. Because it brings back memories of me watching this stuff as a kid. But maybe for little kids, though, these jokes would work for them. You know, they're harmless and stuff. So just the point where they're watching a movie screen with a group, and the dinosaur spirit comes out, and I'm like, wow, that's really good 3D. Then Shady feels the breath on him, and everyone runs around. And it's the formula throughout this entire show. They go to a different place or a different country. Shady and Scooby are going to talk about something about food, or where's food. Fred is the leader, or maybe tells a bit about his van. There's a ghost. They get chased initially. They start finding clues. There's going to be a big chase with a song playing, but they go around with all these antics. One or two more times they're chased, and then they catch it. It's someone in a costume. We find out their plan. Rinse and repeat. And that's pretty much almost every episode. Great, I like the older ones. Just I don't know, the old one just for me just have more nostalgia charm to it. But and also here the songs, I'm not a fan of these songs. Maybe just because of that era of music with these type of songs, I thought the songs were really lame. I don't even like the main theme by Simple Plan. Scooby Dooby Doo, we're coming after you. Ba da 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 mystery. Scooby Dooby Doo. What's do Scooby Doo? I didn't give a shit. But I will say it was nice enough to watch it to get that familiar feel of the Scooby motif. To hear Tasty Taysom, because I'm a fan of Tasty Taysom, may rest in peace. Back in the day, like Shaggy was my favorite character on the show. So it's nice to hear Tasty Taysom stuff that I'd never heard before because I never saw a lot of the show. So at the end, they're looking for clues. They step on what they think is dinosaur poop, which is not, but you find out later it's bat poop. They find this gold and Shay's, we're rich. And this guy named Melbourne said, oh no, that's fool's gold. That's fake gold. Well, you come to find out, no, that's real gold. And the way it glistened and shone, I'm like, that's real gold. Wait a minute, this guy didn't know that? That guy must be the bad guy. But no, I was wrong. That guy wasn't the bad guy. He was just a fucking idiot. He didn't know his job. Did he find out that it's this other bad guy who had this alpha, it's called this excavator. They put a dinosaur skin on it, and he put speakers around for the T-Rex roar. Sure. And he did that because he was getting the real gold. So apparently this guy, he doesn't know how the fuck real gold and fake gold are, so he just sucks at his job. Oh, and Hector Elizondo from Leviathan, Burial's Top 3, he has a voice in this as a doctor, Dr. Gutierrez, who's there to talk with the gang. Oh shit, is that Hector Elizondo? It is, okay. So once in a while you get like a familiar voice throughout these episodes, which is cool to hear. So as it is, I mean, the fact this guy was having to have this giant excavator roving around, it blasted through everything. I mean, am I looking for realism in Scooby-Doo episode? No. But it's like, this is a pretty big pill to swallow. It seemed like there'd be easier ways to excavate this gold, like after hours. After hours, just grab the gold yourself and leave and do. Should seem like there'd be easier ways to do this. Again, the one Melbourne, how the fuck do you not know this is? You don't test if this is fake or real gold. You don't know the difference between the two when you're supposed to be so damn knowledgeable. The chase scene's alright. There's a bit where they use this kind of a hand car going through the mines. It's not bad. Not a bad chase. Just don't like the song. Like I said, I'm not really a fan of the soundtrack used throughout the show. Just because of that era of music. It's not the... better than today, but not the best era. So, kind of a very meh reaction. Tepid reaction to this. I will say there are a couple episodes that I did like more. I will say, like I would say even the next couple I liked more than this. So, of the 6 that Lucas requested, I thought this was one of the lesser of the 6 ones. But with that said, stay tuned next time. These aren't going to be long reviews because they're 20-minute episodes. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.